Hello people. Oh, bad start. Hello people, and it's the Ginger Hills here, and I'm going to be showing you a cool wee thing in Cinema 4D, and it's called the sound effector. That one there. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm not the best. I'm not feeling well. So, yeah, let's get started into it. So, first of all, go add in a floor. Raise it up 50. Add in a cube, make the Y 400 and make the X and the Z 100, and click fillet or fillet or whatever. I think it's fillet. Change the fillet radius to 10 and change the subdivisions to about 20, and that will round it off a lot more. Now go to MoGraph, go to cloner, drop the cube to the cloner so it's a child, click the cloner object. In the object thingy tab, go to mode, change that to radial, change the plane from XY to XZ, change the count to whatever you want, and change the radius to whatever you want. But if you're wondering, mine's a 25 count and 750 radius, so yep. So now click on the cloner, go to MoGraph, go to Effector, go to Sound, and go back into the cloner object and see where it says Effectors, click it, and if this thing isn't here, if just say it was like this, and you have the sound effector up here, you want to drag the sound effector into it. That's basically all you have to do. So go to the sound effector, go to Effector, go to sound file, and you need to pick a song which is not an MP3. It needs to be a WAV file, I don't know, a WAV file. Yeah. So it needs to have .wav after it, or else it won't work. And then just to check if this works. Yep, as you can see, it's going up and down. So go to the parameter, change the P, not the P, change the position on the Y to 75, yeah. And then go back to the Effector tab and then go to apply mode and change it from all to step. Now if you play it, it looks good, but you're sort of wondering where's the sound, and it's down here. You need to click this, and it says, and this makes it so it plays sound during animation. So you click it and click this one as well, and as you can see, it does that. Just yeah, it means you can listen to it. So now I change the Y value to 200 actually, not 75. And actually change it to 400, yeah. And raise the floor up to make the floor 150 on the Y, and yeah, that seems good enough. So as you can see, if you render it, it looks quite bad, but it's basic. So I'm going to be texturing and coloring this, so highlight all of the things, whatever, and hold in Alt and hit G, and that will group them, and just change this to sound effector. And textures, radio. Go into your render settings and go to effect, go to ambient occlusion, and what this does, it just adds shadows I think that's what it does. Yeah, it adds shadows to your scene and it makes it look a lot more realistic. And yeah, I think that's what it does it. I hope I'm not wrong. Also add in global illumination. Go on to the global illumination thingy, and where it says GI mode, change that from IR still image to IR plus QMC still image, and this will just make it go a lot faster. If you change these two settings at the top to low, that just makes it render a lot faster. And if you render it now, it will be a black screen because you've got no lights. And what global illumination does, it takes all the lights and it basically lights it. If that's, yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but I'm going to be using Grayscale Gorilla Studio Pack, which by all means go get it. Not saying how you go get it, but just go get it. And you want to drag in the HDR studio rig into your thingy, my bobber. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But then go to gradients, and gradient 3 seems alright. But see on the, you need to click on this, the studio rig, and go to HDR studio rig controls, and you want to drag in the gradient 3 into the HDR file. And yeah, so if I render it now, it's very purple. And that looks quite cool without any textures on the object. So next you'll color the floor, so create a new material. This will be a simple material, and put it to white, but I'm gonna give it a wee tint of blue, like a tiny tint. Go to reflection, change it down to 20, and go to texture and add Fresnel. It's not Frenzel, I don't think, but it's Fresnel, I think. Most people go angry when people say Fresnel, so it's Fresnel, I think. So that should be the floor done. So drag that on and render it again. And global illumination takes a lot longer to render things, but in the end it does look a lot better. I think it looks a lot better. So yeah. That looked alright. I'm gonna turn the color down a wee bit more because I think it was too bright, actually. Oh, this, right, if there's this wee thing, if you hold an Alt and you press R, it brings up a render thingy, and see this wee slider? If you put that to the bottom, it's going to be very bad quality, but if you put it to the top, it means it's good quality, and it means you can just render whatever you want, like you can scale it, and I think that's alright. I'm actually going to turn down the brightness on the HDR studio rig to about 75. Yeah, no, I'm just going to leave it at 100. I don't want to muck about with it. Okay, so now you've got this. Now you want to texture this thingy, so make a new color, and I'm going to make it orange. So then go to reflection, put it to 20, go to texture, put this to 30. Go to texture, go to Fresnel, and then put it to 30. And, oops. And then render. and I've no idea why it's so purple. Yeah, it looks alright, but you can see a lot of reflections, and if you wanted to render the whole song, I'd advise you wouldn't put global illumination in. And I know it wouldn't look good, but I rendered out 900 frames of the song, which isn't all of it, of this previously, and it took a day, I think. It took like 24 hours to render it. So yeah, I wouldn't advise rendering a whole song. So as you can see, you can render this out. It looks cool. Okay, so then you want to go into your render settings. If you're going to render it out, go to anti-aliasing, change that from geometry to best, and change the filter to animation, and change the max level to 2x2 because it'll take a lot less time. If you had it on 16x16, you would be here probably. Then go to output, change this to whatever you want. I would usually put it to 1080p, so that's 1920 by 1080, and yeah, and then you would save it as a QuickTime or AVI. So I will be right back in After Effects, so bye. Yeah, so it's alright. So we're gonna add some color correction, and that's about it. So you wanna right click down here, go to new, go to adjustment layer, right click it, go to effect, go to magic bullet looks, go to looks. It's not responding. My laptop's been running slowly. I'll be right back. Didn't take that long, but I've got a whole load of presets, and most of them are from Baker, but you know. So just pick a nice color correction. These will all load up, it would be very helpful. I think this one's alright. Oh, come on. Oh dear God, come on. There we go. I'll be right back. Hello, and as you can see, After Effects has crashed, and I've done this several times and it's crashed several times. So I'm sorry I can't do the After Effects part, but I've already got the video made, so I'll upload that at the end of this. So I'm sorry, but all I did was add the color correction, so it's not that hard. So adios.